Hey guys, so as you can see, I have absolutely no makeup on. Well, I was thinking...
We turn that TV off on quick so we don't hear noise.
I was thinking, why not do, since I've done a day look, a night look, and I've done a vampire / gothic look, I was like, well, we could do drag or something. Or even a dramatic type look. So, I was like, I don't know, let's see where I go with this.
So, I have my case here, and this is kind of like a tutorial / I'm really making it up as I go. So this is literally like me doing it from scratch. I have no plan. It's just me doing this. Like, I don't even know what colors I'm going to use. Nonetheless, that I have other palettes and stuff like that. So, let's get to it.
Okay, so first off, as you know, some of you have seen this before. Let's see if I can get a close-up here about it a little bit. There we go. This is e.l.f. Zit Zapper, and the only reason why I'm using this is because, as you can see, I've got a few here. I've got one ginormous one there. And, it works. So I just like to put this on before I put on my makeup.
So I just actually put it on the trouble areas, which happen to be a lot today. I think this part's pretty clear. That one's gone from yesterday. Oh, right there. Yay for seeing all my trouble and messed up areas. This stuff smells funny. Not really like minty, because I like the smell of the mint, but not that one's. I think I got it. I'm just going to break out more on this side than I do on this side. If it's on this side, then it's normally up here. Moving on.
So, as I get in my handy dandy little bag here, as everybody knows, I always put on
this white Lancome.
as everybody knows, I use the Lancome La Base. And again, I'll show you how much I put on. I don't put on very much at all. Just a little droplet. Not even as big as my thumb, or my index finger.
So I'm just going to put it and dab it. And I'm just going to rub it.
And it doesn't leave my face oily at all. It just literally, it's supposed to smooth out your skin and stuff like that when you put on foundation. And so, I'm going to be putting on, as you can see, this thing is like pretty much gone, my Kat Von D Locket Tattoo Foundation. I just love the Kat Von D stuff. I can't help it. I'm literally running low on this Kat Von D though. I have to get it. Like, again, this is my second to third bottle I have. I don't know. I used to use Maybelline a lot. I actually use this. It's funny. I actually use this as blush. And you guys can see that. It's really weird. So, I have, and really...
I only put on a little dab of the foundation. Because a little bit really goes a long way with the Kat Von D.
What you can do is just put a tiny bit more. And then again, just dab it in some of the trouble areas. Ooh. Bam! Shiny. That. And I'm just gonna put that on my eyes. This is really weird. I don't put my makeup on with a mirror or anything. So
I'm just gonna put it all over top of my eyelid to the brow line. And same with the other side.
I'm putting a little bit underneath. You don't have to. I do because it smoothens out, because I've got the same type of color that I use for foundation as makeup, so I got lucky. And so
what color next? I might as well use this. I'm gonna use the Kitten Heel Pinky color design. I'm just gonna put that on my eyelid to the crease line. Not very much, because it's probably gonna be covered anyways. Who knows what I'm gonna do? Let's see. I'm probably gonna use this layer. That's top coat. Okay. So top D. So I have here
4 palettes. And I get to decide which palette I will be using. Since I got the matte look going on, I might as well just continue with Ladybird and do that. So, the next one I'm going to use is Ladybird Kat Von D palette. As you all have seen from my Kat Von D makeup collection video that I have, this one actually is the limited edition. I love it to death. I use it quite a bit. And I think I'm going to be using Vespertine right here. That's this lightweight one. I don't know. She's got some really, and I mean when I mean weird, as in weird names for her palettes. Personally, I think they're really cool, but they're very hard for me to pronounce. I mean, I'm horrible at pronouncing things anyways, but I still got issues. Alright, so I'm just going to take that, put that up to my brow line. Why not? Skip a few steps. And then, once I put that a little bit there, I'm just going to put this in my...
I'm just going to put this in my crease line here, where my nose is. Retcon that caves in. And there that is. And then, let's see, am I going to use anything else on this palette? I don't know. Not enough, I'm not using anything on this. Nope, no done. Okay. So, now that I have that, let's move on to the next palette of what I want to use. Which I absolutely have no idea. So,
I'm going to use next, probably I'll just use this the rest of this palette, I think. So, this is the True Romance eyeshadow palette, and this one is True Love. As a lot of you have seen before. That's what it looks like on the outside. again on the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this whole side right here. This whole side. And I don't remember what the colors are. Peanut, Benji, Rehab, and Lucifer. Let's get started. Alright.
So we have my face closed up. Okay. First, I'm just gonna put on Peanut and put it in the little corner. Put it on the other side. This is really, really weird looking at the camera. Anyways, okay, next, I'm gonna use Benji. This one is actually really, really weird. It's like a cream, kind of. And it goes on, like, difficultly. Like, it's really difficult to put on. I mean, it's the weirdest texture I've ever seen, in makeup at least. It's kind of like those, you know, like those gel liners? Yeah, it's kind of like those. Except it goes on dry. It's really weird. Do we have that? Shiny a little bit. Shiny, shiny. Weird moment. Okay. Moving on to Rehab. I'm just gonna put this there. In the crease. Then I will spread that out later. Same thing on this side. And I got that. And with this, I'm honestly just gonna stick my fingers into this because I really don't care. But for those of you who don't like to, I don't know. Good luck, I guess. But I do. So I don't take my index finger because that apparently does nothing. And it also does just put makeup on your index finger. It doesn't rub in at all. I take my middle finger and my ring finger and I just kind of blend it in. I don't really try to get like a smoky eye or anything. I'm not very good at that actually. Ooh. That's weird. And maybe have that. Okay, so from that, I will be putting on the Madison Avenue Shimmer. That's the brown. This is like the third time I've used this. Again, I'm just going to put that in the corner. And on my crease line as well. Just to kind of give me some definition, I guess. You really don't need to put very much on and it comes out of the brush. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, let me be actually using a correct brush. There we go. So I don't just take it on. Let me get like those really, 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 really weird little particle things that come off. Or when you use too much, I hate that. Then you gotta go back and redo the makeup. Boom. Look at that. Close enough. I'm not really the perfectionist person, so I really don't care. So the next color I will be using.
Look here. It's from this palette. I forgot. I might as well just use this too. This palette, Ludwig or Ludwig. Whoa. I actually like this palette a lot more than I do with the others. I actually wear this one quite a bit. The colors that I'm going to be using is probably mostly these few and then probably Lucifer. Maybe Tequila on this side. And I'll just incorporate it all and see how that works. Okay. So I'm going to start out with putting on Tequila. And that is right here. Just going to put that on. And then I'm just going to put it on the bottom. Same thing with the other side. And there we go. Now I'm going to take clay, just put a tiny bit on the bottom, a little bit on top, just to get some weird lines going here. And then I'm going to take, I can never remember what this one is, I don't know why. Downtown. And I'm just going to put it literally on top. is a really, really weird layering process I'm doing. I really have no idea what the heck I'm doing. Anyways, moving on. Next, I will be using, from any of the palettes, actually, I'm going to be using Lucifer. And that's what we have so far.
Zoom back in. That's really weird. I can see my tapers. Tapers. Pretty neat. Huh. Weird. Okay. Using.
Where did I put that brush? Here we go. Okay, using the all over brush. I will be, and probably using the small one as well. I'll be putting on Lucifer from any of the palettes. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care, actually. So I'm just going to put it on.
Trooper. Oh, Chloe grabbed the right one. Okay, so
This is the Trooper eyeliner. And we're going to put that on, so let's begin. Close-ups. Alright.
let that dry. You don't want to, when you're putting on this, make sure you don't open your eyelids up because with the liquid, it's not as quick to dry as the Kat Von D. The Kat Von D is like instant. Once you put it on, it's like when you put it on, it's liquid and it's from a felt pen, and then when you put it on, you wait like 1 second, boom, it's dry. When you're on the other eye, this side's already dry. And it's still drying, still drying, still drying. Eyelid check. Alright, and that's passed. Cool. Okay, so that is the eyeliner. And then after that, what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to take my Kat Von D palette again. Ugh. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Maybelline Stiletto Lash. And when I do this is that way, when I was taking off my makeup before, I felt like I had any that were stuck together at all. And I just use it to make sure none of my eyelashes are clumped. Because when you wipe your eyes or something, you know. And what's really cool about it is that it's waterproof. And now, we're going to use the Simple Lashes by Kat Von D.
Booyah. So there we have it for the eyes.
To the rest of the face. Alright, so as all of you know, I rave constantly about this, and this is my Kat Von D Everlasting blush. And it's called Bellissima. I think that means very good or amazing, whatever. I don't know Spanish, nor do I know Italian. I think it's Italian. I know nothing. So, let's see if I can find the right brush.
Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my blush brush.
matters.
And I'm going to take my blush. And I'm just going to kind of dab it on there. I don't know. And then I'm just going to put it on. My Lancome blush. It's called Sheer. Normally I actually put this one on first. This is where it comes to be the weird part. Okay, so I'm using the Maybelline Ivory 115. I also use 110 as well. It's actually supposed to be foundation, but I use it for a blush now. Why I do, I don't know. It just, sometimes it settles the color a lot better than normal. So again, just like blush. And we have that. Yay! Okay. And then for the rest, you know what I do? I just honestly take random palettes and or makeup of
areas that I missed, or places where I think that need to be highlighted more, and stuff like that. For makeup, for lipstick, personally, sometimes I don't care.
I guess for this one I will be using this, and it's Pink to the Club Shimmer. And last but not least, for everything that you've done, now that you've done your eyes and your cheeks and your lips, I used NYX HD Studio finishing powder. That has really worked well. With this stuff, really, a little bit goes a long way. I mean, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my e.l.f. Total Face Brush, put a little bit in there.
Apply it. And there you have it.
There is my dramatic makeup look with extremely, like, you know, really unnecessary steps that I use and or colors that I use. But I do. You can definitely just use actually one palette of the Kat Von D just to do that. The dramatic look, it really, that's kind of like why she made the palettes. So that way you can make easy looks with one palette. So, with that, I will see you guys all later, alright? Bye, guys.